Hello Kincaid viewers, and welcome back for the fifth and final installment of Bahamian Creole 101. And today we are going to have some fun because today is going to be pure slackness, as this episode is titled.
Put me in the bag and beat me, cause I is the conk.
I will let you know right now that this episode will not be appropriate to listen to or play out loud if you are at work. I repeat, this video is not safe for work. So without further ado, let's get into the slack talk of Bahamian Creole. So we're going to start off with the first one, starting off very light. Use a conch. For those of you who don't know what a conch is, it is a tropical marine mollusk. And it is eaten by us. It is a fine cuisine here in the Bahamas. But what do we do with conchs? We beat them. We get the hammer and we beat them, slice them up. So if somebody says to you, but use a conch, that means you are someone who is taken advantage of and get ride like a donkey and they beat you down. Speaking of food, I just want to add in there, peas and rice. That is how we Bahamians say it. We don't say rice and peas like Jamaicans. We say peas and rice. Because I've gone into a number of Jamaican spots here in the United States and said peas and rice, and they mean rice and peas. I was like, yeah, whatever. Conky Joe. I just explained to you what conch is, but Conky Joe. It is actually a politically incorrect term to describe the white minority in the Bahamas. So, as you know, we do have native white Bahamians. They speak just like us, but without speaking, they look just like white Americans or any other white person that you would see throughout the rest of the world. But we call them Conky Joes. And it's the equivalent of saying mulatto. Yeah, that's a good word, mulatto. Like you're not supposed to say mulatto. Juk or jik. I know in Jamaican culture, when you say juk, it usually has a sexual connotation, means penetration, but to juk means to stab, to physically stab someone. So if you make somebody mad, it's like, I can get this knife and I can juk you. Jonesa, that is what we call a homeless person. Hey, look at that Jonesa. Now, some of the Jonesas in our country are celebrities, local celebrities. They have personalities that are out of this world. They are just stars waiting to be born. Yeah, but Jonesa for a homeless person. Cut eye. That is a very slack action. It's basically a side eye, but with a little bit more attitude. It is considered a feminine action. So a side eye is basically, you know, something like that, you know, crack your neck, and that's cut eye. So don't cut your eye at me. Cut hip or cut ass. Nah. Basically a beating. Younger, if you were younger and you got beaten by your parents, they'll say, or if you get in trouble, your friends will say, oh, you about to get cut hip or you get cut ass. Now, they are interchangeable. Is one more powerful than the other? Is one a better beating than the other? I can't say, but usually I would say children get cut hips and grown people get cut ass. So if I'm about to spank a child, I say you about to get cut hip. If I'm about to go beat another adult, I could cut your ass. Now, as here is when we get a little bit more inappropriate. The anatomy of the human body. The first one we will talk about is bubby. And bubby is breast. So, you got tits, you got bubby. A word that we use for your backside, your butt, is bongie. And like boy, it has many different spellings. There's B-O-O-N-G-I-E, B-O-O-N-G-E-Y, and B-O-O-N-G-Y. And with that, speaking of butts, we say pump. If you fart, you pump. Somebody just pump and light up the room. Somebody pump. Doggy. Penis. That's what a doggy is. So when you'll be walking around, oh, look at the little doggy, it's so cute. I burst out laughing, honestly, because I'd be like, what you say? Your doggy look cute? Nasty. Next word, crabby, or bread, and that is for vagina. Yes, if somebody says to you, you got a fat bread or a fat crabby, you can take that any kind of way. But going along with that is also the quote or the phrase, roach on your bread. And what roach on your bread is if you're in a relationship, speaking in heterosexual terms, if you're in a relationship, a man and woman, and said woman is being pursued by another man, the friend of the boyfriend will say, "Boy, roach on your bread." In other words, hey, somebody's trying to hit on your girlfriend, so roach on your bread. Staying on the topic of vagina, and we say CYC and CHF. Now, most of you know what CYC is, but CHF I will explain to you in a bit. CYC is kaya kani. And we say that to any foreigner who has anything negative to say about the Bahamas. Any foreigner who comes from outside trying to talk shit about the Bahamas, first thing we tell you is CYC, kaya fucking kani. CHF is something my mother used to say all the time. She said, Chet, stop your CHF. What does that mean? Stop your cunny hole fuck. Well, my mother, she's something else. But yeah, CHF, so cunny. Big pussy. So, you know, if they say big pussy wrestler, you go by big pussy wrestler house. So big pussy just means an enlarged genitalia. That's all it means. But to add to that, we will say your whap out pussy or your dig out pussy. So here again, that tinge of misogyny just, you know, it's easy to criticize a woman and her genitalia. So, boy, shut up with your whap out pussy or your dig out pussy. So yes, big pussy. Now on the topic of sex, we say juice up, usually spelled either Jewse or like fruit juice, Juice, juice up or grind up. So if you're having sex or if you're talking about somebody having sex, you'd be like, oh, they juice you, eh? Or you get grind up. Yeah. Another one we say that's not so popular, but my close friends and people in my circle say it, is big purse. Yes, like a handbag purse, meaning your belongings. So if you get on my nerves, I mean, boy, carry your big purse. Get from around me. Carry your big purse. Sweetheart. Now that sounds like an awfully innocent word. But sweetheart in Bahamian Creole is another word for your mistress. And it can be turned into a verb, an action, by saying sweetheartin'. So if you are messing around on your spouse, then you sweetheartin'. But a sweetheart is usually the mistress or the side piece. This one is pretty straightforward. It's just another way to tell off somebody. You stink ass.
Get your stink ass from around me.
Another one, pop down. Now, in Jamaican culture, they use that a lot. But pop down, we also say pop down, which means raggedy. Which means, but you looking pop down. Like, what happened? Go fix yourself up, go clean yourself, go put on some good clothes. You looking pop down. Looking like you've been out of a job for a little while and can't afford to take care of yourself or make yourself look good. Your gritty teeth. Boy, shut up. Stop talking in my face with your gritty teeth. In other words, your yellow teeth. Yes. Too tropsy. If somebody says to you, you too tropsy, that means you are a messy person and you need to stop your shit. You too fucking tropsy. This one is a bit of a newer phrase that has come along, only a dog. What does that mean? Basically saying only a dog would do this, and looking at a dog as lesser than a human being. So for instance, only a dog don't have a date on Valentine's Day. You understand? Only a dog don't get a gift on Christmas Day. You understand? And last, but certainly not least, my favorite word in Bahamian Creole language. Nanny. Capital N-A-N-N-Y. And nanny is another word used for feces. Now, throughout other cultures, nanny is a person or a caretaker for your children, but not in the Bahamas. You say, oh, I gotta go nanny. I gotta take a shit. You smell like nanny. Get your nanny breath from around me. So that is a word that makes many Bahamians cringe, but it's personally one of my favorite words. And with that being said, I want to thank all of you for tuning in for these 5 videos to learn a little about the way Bahamians speak Bahamian Creole 101. It has been a pleasure sharing my culture with you. It has been fun. I've enjoyed this. And maybe now you can understand a little bit more about speaking like a Bahamian, understanding that Creole is not just for Haitians. Creole is an actual language, combined language of 2 different languages to create a new language, and leave here a little bit more educated while being entertained. So again, thank you Kincaid viewers for tuning in. I don't know what I'm going to be doing next, but I thank you for tuning in, and until next time, take care.